intrepid heroes are on the, what was it, SS Beluga? Something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the SS Beluga. A luxury liner that is on its way to St. James Station. And pirates attacked it and are pulling some kind of heist. You successfully defended your client, Billie Jean, and now you are on the way to the security section when you got into a firefight with some pirates that were raiding some petty store, a gift shop. And upon a little bit of strategy, you decided to change course to the top deck where the sails connect to the ship. The propulsion system on this thing, as a reminder, giant laser sails. It basically big ass masts that project energy fields that catch lasers that are fired from a station that orbits the sun. Or, well, whatever they call their star.
Weren't we going to go to the bomb?
So yeah, the bomb, all they said was they were going to bomb the reactor and leave you guys dead in the water. However, there's not a big enough reactor on board to do that, so you figure it's got to be the sails.
Right. My guy's smarter than I am, so.
Ain't that the way?
I'm a little smarter than the guy currently there, so I don't know what that says.
Well,
I mean, aren't you also
there.
older than him?
Yeah, I am.
Older does not necessarily mean wiser.
Oh God, yeah. That's something I've been struggling with the last couple of weeks. Older, not wiser.
I got dumb. What happened?
Now back in character. So what are we doing?
We're going to the stairs.
I believe we were doing like trying to access a terminal, see where our eyes could be at.
We're trying to
I did
find the
that.
scope of it.
Oh. I checked my phone.
There's a notification from a mobile app game. It says, "We miss you. 500 tokens are waiting."
I put my phone up and go, well, that wasn't important. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so there is a stairway nearby. You can go up like, let's see, your mid deck somewhere. Let's say 15 floors, and that'll take you to the top deck.
Everybody stay within 30 feet.
So-
We march, we move, we clear room by room.
Check your corners. Prep flashbangs. Entry team, move out.
I mean, I'd kind of like to just disable the bomb.
But first, we got to get you there.
Yeah, so I'll take that as my cue to move on narratively. Y'all head to a stairway. This is mapped out via your recent connection with the security system. And I don't know when the last time any of you personally climbed 15 stories worth of stairs, but it takes a second. I think everyone, well, actually, Silas and God, I gotta remember everyone's names now. Silas, Mr. There, and Dexter are a little winded.
My lungs. They're trying to kill me.
I may have won wars, but I lost this battle. Oh.
Stairs. They're
See, that's where
Maz.
that's where
Naturally.
that's where you naturally messed up. Y'all brought lungs to a stair climbing contest.
You're right. Next time I'll just rip them out.
Thanks,
They're
Rocky.
unnecessary.
I very much need my lungs.
Yeah, you find yourself in a top access. How to describe it? Have you ever guys ever been in a parking garage
Yeah.
and they have elevators and those have their specific rooms? It's not like a lobby, but it's a room for waiting for the elevator.
No, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
yes, a foyer.
Sure,
Couple of trash
yes,
cans, couple of fake plants, a
but
rug.
nowhere to sit. Yeah.
Right.
Oh wow, a foyer.
Uh, yeah. Wow, foyer. There are a couple small windows, but otherwise it's pretty drab. There's some fake plants, but that's about it for decoration. Um, but a quick peek through the window shows a scene reminiscent of a bank heist. You know, there's just civilians on the ground everywhere, dudes with guns pacing along the top deck. And to describe the top deck, it's like a resort, um, like a water park, but you know, on the top deck of a spaceship. There's a it's not glass, but it is transparent dome over the deck, and the sails penetrate that. And there are three masts along the hull, penetrating the top.
Kind of like in the Fifth Element, the resort ship there.
I don't remember that being a feature of that particular ship.
I mean, like the general like floor plan.
I'm thinking kind of like the beach side of the Wally ship.
Ah, okay.
Mixed with
Where they
like,
caught all them damn kids.
yeah, mixed with like Silverwood Water Park, you know?
Oh
There's just
yeah,
like,
I'm very familiar with Silverwood. Used to work
yeah,
there.
you know, there's like places for relaxing, bars, and places to get food. I don't know. I could
So
compare it to a lot of things. I don't know what y'all have on the East Coast, but
we have
I
Dollywood
assume
Splash Country and the beach.
there you go. See, if you've ever been to a pier or a boardwalk, it's something like that.
I guess wetlands will have to do, Calvin.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
So, I don't think we should go in guns blazing. We need to strategize.
Very smart of you.
Rem- Remind me, on the percentile rolls, you have to roll above the percent you have or below.
Below.
Okay.
It's like one of the only examples in role-playing tabletop games that you want to roll low. But as you level
Hypothetically,
up,
are
your skill
we?
percentages. Oh, go ahead.
Or I have an idea, gentlemen. Is there enough space in here where we could kind of like draw someone over here? Because we're I'm
Yes.
assuming in one area, they're all the guards are all out there. Thinking maybe if we could
Yeah.
lure a couple to come check it out, they're gonna want
I
to
mean,
stay and guard their hostages, but someone's gonna want to go check it out.
back on my home world, we would have a one of our soldiers dress up as a damsel in distress, and that normally worked. I just don't think that's their time, unless we got a girl robot here.
More like I was thinking, I could just stand here as a statue on one of the walls, and someone makes some noise down the hallway, or either way, we gotta make some noise to lure them over here, and then quickly dispatch them as they come over, one at a time.
Well, it's not Skyrim. After a couple people go missing, you're sure that they'll
In
notice
theory,
something, that it
in
wasn't the
theory.
wind.
I could whisper in people's heads.
I might be able to be a really good distraction. Um, I can kind of alter light around me a little bit to where I'm kind of hard to detect. But if I can get to another
So
portion of the room, I can like massively like shoot out some light.
I could make myself very easily seen,
Oh well,
I
or
can stand in front of them too.
I could whisper directions in their head from a bit of a distance.
Okay, so the viability of luring someone off uh, has gone up, and a massive distraction is on the table in the form of Calvin, along with potential stealth option.
Now I have a counter suspicion here. As the gods are lowering their number, that is going to raise some awareness for the people further in. Are we going to have anyone trying to bypass the gods?
it would just be
Do
me.
they got like a uniform or something?
I look through the window. What do we see?
It's kind of a uniform. If y'all have ever played any kind of sci-fi game, you can see that pirates tend to have a certain aesthetic. They're not matching per se, but they all kind of have like a grunge punky look to them.
I mean,
There's
we
a
could
theme
lure
to
in
this
ones
party.
of similar builds to ourselves, then try and slip in that way.
They all seem like they have very punchable faces.
Well, I guess we could just let the Rock just stumble in and we just follow suit behind him, using him for cover.
That's a
Okay,
fast
so
and quick way to get this all the hostages waxed.
Yeah,
we'll
you'll
call
probably we'll lose our cargo.
we'll call that Operation Frontal Assault.
Going loud.
I'm gonna take a quick scan in both ultraviolet and infrared light there.
Okay. Um, it doesn't look like they're using any super high tech stuff that would pop up on that. Nothing stealthed, at least that you can detect in those light spectrums. And you don't see any like Claymore lasers or anything like that. So that's good news.
It seems like really dull lighting.
But what you do see is laser guidance from the barrels sweeping the room. Or well, it's not really a room. The deck.
Yeah, that stealth option's looking a little bit better.
Um,
Well, you do have two options for the stealth. You can employ them at the same time or separately. Calvin, you have a stealth option that could do you at least, plus probably one more person. And Ivy has a personal stealth option as well.
I don't really.
So,
But hold
Ivy,
on, I'm looking for a range on something.
you want to go kill some guys?
You just gonna
We
stare
have
at me.
also.
Man, she's
Oh,
intense.
her computer's not working.
Oh,
She's having
Yeah.
That's
problems.
no good.
Well, at night, how many are you seeing out there through the window? Do we know a number
Uh,
yet of how many are in the room guarding the people? At least with the laser rifles?
so in your immediate view, you can see probably about a dozen of them. They're kind of, some of them are, doing a perimeter. However, like I said, it's not really a room. This is a
And that's only 50 feet
probably
wide.
quarter-mile across and 2.5 to 3 mile long deck that is mostly open. It's got some like buildings. It's got plenty of cover, but it's not like all walled off into sections or anything. So you imagine if there's some of them here, there probably are more packs of them further along. You don't know how many pirates came, but it's looking fairly sizable. Notably, you don't see any of the security robots on this deck.
I mean, we could also just steal their clothes and
well, honestly, at this point, then I would say we get across the bridge, me and Ivy. Once we do, we go ahead and take them out one by one, at least to the point to where it's a little too much, and then I'll just issue a blinding light for whatever, and that'll be the signal for you guys to come in and sweep in the rear. They'll be too concentrated with the front.
That's a solid plan.
Yep. And I did hear grabbing uniforms and disguising as an option.
That might actually
So
be
you
better.
could, I mean, you could do that as well. Um, like Gronk said, you could lure someone over, knock them out, take their clothes. Someone could wear them.
Stealth really isn't an option for me, so with y'all going in and doing your bit, I'm probably best effective on either waiting to
Well,
ambush them as they come into here, where we are at, or I'm better at your frontal assault. But if you guys wait, I can just wait till you have your trigger, and then I can run out there
well,
when you do your
let's
light show.
maybe Dexter might be able to help us on that closing in the bait part because you could control somebody if they're close enough, right?
control. No,
Oh, influence.
but I mean, I can talk in their head and read their thoughts.
Does it sound echoey?
Depends on the person, really.
Depends on how empty your head is.
Sometimes there's just nothing to read at all.
Interesting. Well, uh,
Well, it sounds like an actionable plan, right?
maybe we might be able to find some more out information if you can get close enough to a bandit in particular and read his mind or something.
You know, just have to be within about 140 feet.
Oh, yeah, you could cover multiple targets with that. That's a good range right there.
Yeah, I would honestly get that insight before we decide to walk out, just in case one of them goes, "They'll never be expecting bombs," or something to that extent.
Well, I can talk to them further than I can read their mind.
We just need you to read their minds. And at least read the minds first, then talk to the nearest one and get him over here so Grunko over here can like punch him out.
What's your range on that?
60 feet to read surface thoughts, 140 feet for communications.
Okay. So you're waiting for a second, kind of chatting about strategy quietly, peeking through the window, and sure enough, a few minutes later, one enters your range, just patrolling, keeping an eye on the hostages, yada yada.
So this lasts for 2 minutes a level. Taking 4 off to get it going.
He's thinking to
And
himself. He says, "Well, I hope I don't have to kill too many hostages. It doesn't help me sleep at night at all. Maybe I could sneak off to one of these kitchens and grab a sandwich. They don't feed us very good on the pirate ships."
there's a snack bar 1 floor down.
Snack bar. You know, that sounds pretty good. How did I know that? He kind of looks around. Yeah, I could probably sneak off. And he starts meandering towards the stairwell.
The elevator is quicker.
You're standing at the stairwell.
Oh, I thought we were in the little lobby thing, peeking through the.
He goes away
It
from
is a
the door.
lobby thing, but you
Oh yeah, I
specifically told
forgot.
me you took the stairs, and I commented on how you were winded at the top of the stairs.
I thought we'd moved on to the little elevator room.
Well, we took that plan
I
and
was
chose not to go do
describing
it.
that it is that kind of room, but it's an emergency stairwell cap off, which presumably has an airlock of some kind. The door probably seals.
Well,
But I hear what you
you
mean.
guys
He
heading
starts
this way?
wandering over to the door that you guys are kind of huddled around.
We probably need to stand back and out of the way.
Gronko, all you,
Or,
man.
Let the door shut, and then he can take care of business.
So most of us
um,
should just go down like a half flight of stairs, like real quick. As in, he's heading here now.
yeah, Gronk, what do you do? Levi? Oh no. Did we lose
No,
Levi?
no.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, there.
Yay. Okay. No, sorry. I was trying to explain out my plan, but my thing wasn't working. Uh, Gronk had stepped to the side and standing against the wall, just closes his eyes and stands there, patiently waiting for the guard to come approach the door that was open to see what's happening. He's going to be clearly wondering, why is this thing here? As soon as he gets within reach, that's when I'm going to open my eyes and give him the full 5 knuckle shuffle. Uppercut.
For sure. Do you want to, like, pull him in and do an uppercut.
Oh, if he like as soon as I basically like grab him, because I realized I got the strength multipliers on this guy. I get silly. I'm not quite understanding. But
Um,
yes, the idea is to pull him into the doorway, let the door shut, but at the same time like start
yeah,
trying to
no, I
hit him
got you.
with concussion force.
Um, let's see. It's not really a skill thing. It's just a combat thing. You got a surprise round. There's no reason he can't see you, and he's not expecting you. So, grabbing him and pulling him in would be an attack, and that's free. He's like, oop, and he's inside. Go ahead and roll me initiative real quick, just to see if
Sure
he
thing.
can like get a short action off before you do this, or if this is
What
just
do I
going down
what do
flawlessly.
I need to roll for that? I'm sorry.
It's a d20.
Okay.
You probably have an initiative bonus written down under your combat, but I am not sure.
Yes, I do. 344.
Okay, so 3 in this case because you're unarmed. You win. Give me an attack roll. Unarmed.
Is that's just another 20?
Yep,
For the attack, I'm seeing 688, so 6 and then
yep, for unarmed. 16. Yes, and you're like plus 20 something damage or something crazy.
strength damage bonus plus 29.
Uh, yeah. So his head, helmet, and all detaches from his body.
Someone said they were looking
But
for a uniform.
His snappy one-liner as everyone else is showered in blood. Well, everyone else
I
who
was
didn't like halfway retreat down the stairs.
Mr. There's just kind of standing in complete disbelief.
because you're standing there with his finger on his nose. Nose goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's one down. I don't think that there's still too many out there for us to take on and a head-on assault.
Oh, there's brain on his vest. Ew.
You didn't say what kind of vest. You just asked for their clothes. So here you go. It's in one piece.
I mean, yeah,
Meant
thanks.
to take his clothes off of him while he was unconscious, not living.
Well, he's not conscious,
Oh,
is he?
man. Did not expect
Lacks the
this today.
capacity to be.
Help me get the clothes off. This is gross.
Several minutes later, who's putting on the blood-soaked pirate
I
armor?
guess me. Okay.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, you're one of the few in the party who can actually go invisible.
Oh, then I guess it'll be. Oh, well, I guess Ivy will have to if it's me and her on the stealth.
Wait, can't you both turn invisible?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
She's got
I don't.
camouflage.
I don't think she needs it either.
What
Oh.
about you, Silas?
I suppose I can bring back my days in the spotlight.
You're in theater?
Um, yes, in my past life.
Interesting.
Okay,
Here you go.
this guy smells filthy.
Yeah, not great hygiene or health care for him.
Actually, let's try this. Uh, can I duplicate myself?
Can you what?
Duplicate myself?
Yes, you can. You have a range, and it happens instantly.
Okay.
Uh, well, hello, Silas. Can you please put these clothes on? No, why, yes, Silas, I can. Okay. Now, you know the plan, right? Yes, we were just thinking it, weren't we? Yes, we were. Stick to the plan and contact me back when we are finished. Yes, sir.
I love
Mr.
it.
Mr. There just goes, ha, Naruto. And of course, nobody knows what that is because it's not in this universe.
What is Naruto?
One of the greatest things ever. But that's neither here nor there.
You could have Sky look it up later.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so Ivy is a slow stealth artist. She takes her time to get into position. Mr. There, not so much, but you have to be careful that people don't get too close to you. Otherwise, they'll break your little bubble, so to speak. Either way, the point is, y'all start fanning out of the stairwell entrance. And sure enough, you counted more or less right. There's about 11 dudes patrolling around what looks like a hostage storage area. And that consists of what are they called? Cabanas. Cabana. So,
The fancy song.
uh, yeah, that's the one. It's essentially just a cloth pagoda looking thing, or not pagoda. That's it's a fancy tent that you can put like chairs and stuff under. It's poolside stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, there's like 2 dozen tied up men and women and children just in a rough pile under a cabana, and it's being guarded. Uh, More or less diligently. A couple of the guys might be drunk. A couple of them might be playing cards, but several of them are sweeping the deck with their rifles and being watchful.
Uh,
Um,
qu- questions. Uh, should I go and resume my post before you go out there?
who are you
I'm
talking
I'm
to?
ta- I'm talking to you, a young man. He points to Mister There.
I, I thought you were coming with us.
Well, I am, but if we go out at the same time, there's a possibility something weird could happen.
Well, they can't see us. You're the only one they'd be seeing.
Oh, this is true. Okay, well, just let me know, and I will make my way out.
All right.
Oh, I also take whatever weapon was on that guy as well.
I have a question.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
The transparent dome, is it just something you can see through, or does it seem to be like a screen?
I believe, elaborated a bit on that last section session. He can bend light around himself in about a 10-foot area.
Oh, no, I mean on the ship. The transparent dome.
Yeah.
Is it like showing sunny weather or is it showing out into space?
It's showing out into space. All the lighting comes from below on the deck itself. So it kind of has the feel of like any movie ever filmed in Vegas.
I had an idea with maybe putting something up on a giant screen to distract everyone to look up.
I mean, that's not off the table. You'll have to find an access port, but
Oh yeah, there's
from
holographic projectors.
well, the sections of hull can be designed to become transparent or modified in different ways. So what you're seeing isn't like a glass dome. It is spaceship hull that has been made transparent. What this means is that you could alter what is on it. If you wanted to turn the whole thing pink, you would just need the red access codes, for instance.
Traditional Chinese New Year's festivals.
Firework displays? Well, you need the right program, but yes.
All right. But I'd have
Anywho,
to help to get there.
yeah, like I said, you're going to need an access port,
Right.
which probably won't be that difficult to find once you're out on the deck itself. Now, back to the stealth crew. Silas, you have a. It's a burst action assault rifle, ballistic. And some pirate armor. And you go strolling on out there and you start pacing around in the rough area that the missing guard was. The other two stealth specialists, for lack of a better term, you more or less have free reign of how you want to tackle this situation. Um, kind of imagine that Ivy would try to pick them off one at a time with her venoms.
Anyone want a
And,
stun grenade?
well, Calvin is a stun grenade.
Mm.
It's toxic.
What?
Well, I don't think she's. The character has introduced herself as Ivy yet. She says, "Call me toxic."
Toxin, that's right, yeah. I guess I lost track of that detail. But Mr. There, like I said, is more or less a flash grenade on his own.
Yup.
So Ivy, Miss Toxin, you want to try to pick off some of these guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a prowl.
Darn.
What? Why? What's darn?
Wait. Uh, I was just thinking of a much better plan. We could have used
Oh,
Dexter to get into all the heads of the hostages and tell them to close their eyes, and then Mister There becomes a flashbang.
well, on the bright side, you don't do any permanent damage with that.
Haha, bright side.
Toxin, you need to roll a d100 for skill checks. Try to roll
I
low.
mean, to be fair, if he's thinking it within 60 feet of me. But if it's been more than 2 minutes, I'm trying to be a little sparing with the resource.
It takes a while to regenerate is the problem. Now, 88 is still, I think, tolerable. What is your...
60.
Are you sure?
Natural now, 60% plus 5 plus 5.
Oh, see, that's under your stealth skill. I need you to go to your skills because you got bonuses to that from other sources. Oh, we got a very upset baby right now. We might have to
Oh
take a break.
no! I was about to
Yep.
say we've been spotted.
Right. The firefight has started too soon.
Not the baby.
Here.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. I got you. So, %90 chance of being unseen. Yeah. Skills, prowl, 98%, which is as high as you could possibly get, by the way. What that means is that it is very incredibly hard for you to fail this check without me applying massive penalties. So you creep along, and the idea here is that if you fail and too much heat is drawn and they start drawing up battle lines and compressing their forces, that Calvin will be the signal and just explode with light and blind them, and everyone else will jump to action. Agreed?
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds viable. Uh, Toxin, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
120?
A yes. That's an 11 natural. You got pretty good bonuses, but I need to know the total.
I'm trying to find
Yeah, I know. Take your time. Okay. So your total unarmed strike bonus is 11. So that means you got a 22 to hit. That's going to bypass his armor rating. And what poison do you want to use is the question. Babe, I understand. I was... Chill.
Name your poison.
Deadly.
Deadly? All right. So he needs
14 or
to...
higher.
14 or higher, huh? Why do I always roll really good on those? I'll tell you what. You're unseen trying to kill this guy with your claws and venom. Would it stand to reason that you just try to poke him in the friggin' throat? Right? Because called shots are baked into this game. You say you want to silence him with a throat shot, you can totally do that. It's just a harder target to hit. You would still hit it with that roll, though.
Let's do that then.
Okay. One man down. What do you do with the body?
Does anyone in there armor?
It's out in the open.
Oh, then hide it.
You drag it off behind a bench and move on to your next target. Give me a D100 prowl.
There's a prowler around here.
I was so close to a failure. Oh wait, 56. My eyes are blurry because I'm tired. It looked like a 96.
It must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. What was that? Something's prowling around here. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Called shot to the neck, right? All right. And with some deadly poison as you're taking your time sweeping the battlefield. 6 plus 11, that's
17.
17. Minus 4 is 13. That unfortunately does not pass his AR. The time for stealth has just passed. Well, sort of. Go ahead and give me damage for one. He obviously notices the claws streak across his faceplate in an attempt to rip his throat out, but she's camouflaged. She can't see what just happened. But he knows he's under attack. He yells out, "Contact!"
Do I see anything? Like, do I
Uh,
see this?
I mean, if you're looking for reactions, you would see him like jerk back and yell out.
Could I, as soon as he yells, could I yell like in a direction that is opposite of what he's looking?
To kind of like divide their attention.
Yes.
Be like
Yes,
they're
you could do
over
that.
here.
I'm assuming you don't want to divide their attention in the direction that reinforcements will come from.
Correct.
Okay, I can assume that correctly. Noted. Yeah, you do that. Let's see. So that leaves 10 of the dudes, because one was assassinated and one was beheaded.
Gonked.
Yeah, it was gone.
It was gonked.
He's not a
That's
problem
a
anymore.
that's a verb now.
You've been gronked.
He went
Yep.
done got gromped.
So anyway, I'm trying to imagine this. They start grouping up around the hostage tent, and one of them starts grabbing and passing out hostages. He gets his hand on one, pulls it up. He slings his rifle over his shoulder and pulls out a sidearm and puts it to her head. Get eyes on the targets! What's going on out there? They're
Over
just
here in
trying to
this
figure out what's
corner.
happening.
I just point away, like in the far corner where it looks like there's like an opening or something. Saw one of them run around the corner there.
Go ahead and give me, I guess, a trust intimidate roll. This would be determined. It's like a charisma roll, basically.
So just a D20.
That's a D100, and it will be listed next to your MA under your stats. I like the very top of your character sheet.
Okay. Plus my MA?
Mental affinity.
So it's plus that number?
What is that number for you?
It's 12, so that'd be +2. Or plus.
Oh, no, it's not D&D. 12 isn't high enough to get a bonus to that. Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how I want to test your, or how effective your distraction is.
Okay.
Do you have a skill, a related skill that perhaps you would like to roll to aid you in this?
I have a undercover ops. I don't think that would help with this.
That's actually exactly the kind of thing that would help you with this.
Okay.
This is how to use a false identity in an effective and tactical way.
Hey, sorry, I just missed the last couple of minutes because de-escalating things.
It's all good. We're deciding how to handle Ethan's infiltrator. So 63, what is your skill percentage on that?
That is 30
Uh,
5.
so
For
that's, it's not like you get called out as a traitor or anything. Your disguise holds, but you're ordered to get in line, maintain the perimeter, group up.
Do it.
okay. I run over there. And I run over there, but I'm actually like looking around, just kind of backing up to where it looks like there's a spot open where I need to be.
Yes. And the rest of you?
Can I get a quick rundown of what's happening?
Ivy's been detected. Toxin has been detected. Her second assassination attempt, her claws skidded off armor. They're not sure what is attacking them.
I'm probably not
All
within
right.
But
range.
now they're on high alert and they started grabbing hostages.
I'm not within range
We
of
have-
Sparky, I assume.
No, I imagine you're pretty close to the cabana, though.
Well, they haven't noticed us specifically, right?
No, like I said, they didn't even see Toxin. He just knew he was being attacked, and as you guys are being assessed, or sorry, as they're assessing the situation, they realize that one of their guys is missing.
That'd be two of their guys missing.
No,
Well,
just one.
Just one.
Oh, that's right. Then in that case, I'm dropping into a runner stance and closing my eyes and waiting for the bright light. Gonna perform my best impression of Ray Lewis.
Charge!
In the Super Bowl finale.
Okay, these men are looking for a target, and you give them one.
I was waiting for the bright light.
I'm going to stand
Well,
right, like maybe 20 feet in front of them before I do that.
okay. Double check your range and make sure that that's viable. But I have no problems with it if it is.
Now, Sparky, all we gotta do is there's 10 of them and 5 of us. We each need to kill 2. That's easy enough. So that's all. Just
Yeah.
kill 2.
It's 20
Bright light
feet.
goes off, just kill 2.
What'd you say, Calvin?
It's 20.
Okay, so you have 20 feet. Let's see, that can fit quite a few people. That would. Let's see, that would do the entire cabana and like 3 or 4 sides of it. So, like, the side facing away from you would be the only one unaffected. Um, that being said, what angle do you want to flashbang these guys? You want to do it from behind relative to the rest of the party, to the side, or in between? Put yourself in between the party and them.
Uh, didn't I have like some sort of teleport thing?
That I forgave.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't go that route. We did the light form instead.
Gotcha. Okay. Thinking. Uh,
I mean, you could easily take light form.
well, I was gonna say, I can fly
Yes,
and then do it.
that's true. You could just do it. Well, so the real problem there is the cabana itself. It's got like a roof. So you would catch the people on the outside, but not on the inside if you were above it.
Okay. So me being invisible still,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and slip past the guards on the outside of the perimeter, slip in, open the cabana, then blinding light them all.
There you go. So now you're in the middle of all of them. You step in between some hostages. As you do, they enter your area of bent light. And there is a short 1.5 second moment where they see you before you explode with blinding light, and everyone in the area
I just simply
is
say at that
blinded.
moment, "How you doing, gents?" And boom.
Awesome, that's the signal. Which is when Gronk and Sparky come rushing out of the stairwell. We'll say about 100 feet away. Um, let's see. Everything that happens right now, I'll consider a surprise round because they're taken off guard by the flashbang and they won't be able to act.
And it seems like they're too far away to actually get any hands on, but definitely like sprinting and dashing can get me as close as I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to figure out how far you can move in a turn,
Okay.
and then write it down.
Yeah.
I just wish I understood the acronyms that were in here. So I gotta find movement now.
It's one of the main stats. SPD is your speed.
Speed.
Okay. 24.
And I gotta look up how much 24 gets you. It's not that much, though. I'll tell you that much.
Could I just go ahead and just run past everybody on the outside perimeter and just find cover?
You are a flyer. I'd like to see how fast you can go, too, though. You're gonna need to write it down.
I got 28 feet.
Speed chart. Your speed factor was what, Levi?
24.
24. That'll put you in the approximate ballpark of 15 miles per hour max speed. Now, in order to find out how much that translates into per action, you multiply that 15 by how many feet are in a mile. And then divide it by 60. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And then you'll divide that by 4.
I'll go 1,000 miles per hour.
What?
Yeah, it says laser flight, 1 mile level, speed, 1,000
Oh, yeah.
miles per hour.
It's the speed of light.
So there is a caveat to that. You can go in straight lines in a burst, going 1,000 miles per hour.
I'm fast.
Yes, but it's not controlled flight in the same way as like a dedicated flyer. That is like a short burst of light speed.
Well, I guess I'm doing that short light speed burst then.
Right? You just fucking shoot across the deck, and that is your action.
Aye.
So anyway, I still want you to find your speed though, because this is going to come up every time we do something.
So the 24, is that just going to be that's the distance I can move?
No. I was giving you the formula. You're going to have to do some math here.
Okay, 1 second. All right, so I got a calculator out. What are we trying to pull off here?
We are looking at 16, which is your miles per hour,
Okay.
times the amount of feet in a mile.
5,280.
5,126.
Okay.
And then you're going to divide that number by 60, meaning an hour. That'll turn you down to how fast you can go in a minute, right?
Okay. I got a
Then
number.
divide that by 4, and that gives you how far you can move in a complete round, meaning all of your actions.
340 feet.
And then you're going to divide that by how many actions you can take in a round.
Math.
I know, right? That's why I'm like, I need you to figure out your speed and then write it down.
Yeah,
We do
I'm
not
trying
need to
to.
be doing this every time.
No, we don't. I'm trying to write it down. So.
But if the rest of you would like to do that, I think Sparky's the only one that's come up for so far.
Where's that number for how many rounds or how many actions in a round?
It's attacks,
So 7 for me. Okay, so
but y'all have different speeds. Is the thing. She'll have like he can go. What did I say? 16, 15, 15 miles per hour. But like if you have a speed factor that is higher or lower, then that number changes.
so once again, give me the calculation bit.
Okay. What is your speed?
23.
It is going to be the same as Gronk then.
So
So yeah, 340 is your total, and then however many actions you have, they're gonna divide.
Wait. 340 was how many or how far you can move in a minute. You're supposed to divide that by 4 because rounds are 6 or 15 seconds. And then you'll divide that by
I divided 1,300 by 4 to get me to this point.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So 340 divided by 7.
Total. And then you just divide that by your total action points.
48.5.
Just I'm trying to
How
find
slow is Alex? How slow is your character?
28 feet per turn. Or
What's your
action.
speed?
1 second.
Wasn't it like pretty close to
13.
theirs? Oh, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that makes sense.
So is 29? Do I start with that number or is it lower?
29 is higher. You'll be looking at, looks like 20 miles per hour.
Okay, so 20 times.
And Jade, you said yours is how much? 53. That'll put you at like 35 miles an hour.
Well, at least she'll
How
be
many
acceptable in school zone.
how many feet are in a mile again?
5,126.
Okay, so multiply by that. 5,126. Then divide it by 60. Then divide that by 4. And divide that by how many attacks you get.
Good night. Okay.
And with that, I think everyone's taken care of, right? On the speed, since we're doing that.
We should be.
Okay, so all that to say that Gronk,
It's gonna take
how
me
many?
2.
Sorry, 2?
I was gonna say it's gonna take me 2 action points to get to the first person. You said because we're 100 feet away, and
Yeah,
then at that point, I'm just gonna start swinging. So out of
cool.
my 6 attacks, 2 took me to get there, leaving me with 4 more, and I'm trying to aim for headshots. We're just trying to.
Yes. So everyone can go ahead and use all your attacks. They are blinded and surprised.
I don't I don't think my guy is.
1,
Your
2,
guy knew it was coming.
4.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. He's like right next to them all. Exposed.
I mean, I got a laser pistol.
Whoa,
Do
hey.
we have a specific initiative we're gonna do? Oh no.
Sorry
Yep.
guys, we're gonna have to take a 10.
Yep, no worries.
No worries.
10-minute break. We'll be back.